Hey everybody, welcome back to another Wednesday night Q&A. Let me know when you're here, say hello in the chat. As always, my favorite question, what is the weather like where you're at? Is it snowing where you're at? Most importantly, it's cold and rainy out here in Cleveland, but I would love to know what's going on where you are. Let's see what's going on here. It looks like the camera wasn't working for a second. I think now we're good to go. Okay. All right, looking good. Great, great. We'll get everything set up here. Please say hi in the chat when you get here. All right, a couple of people coming in. Good. I was afraid there for a second. It was not looking great. Jeff is here. Hello, welcome. All right, let me see. Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. Jordan says 39 on Long Island. Just a little bit warmer here, but it's raining and pretty gross. Sydney says, good evening, clear and 56 degrees in Little Rock. That's not too bad. Chris is here, Joe is here, Bree, Texas Rangers fan says, there she is. I was right on time tonight, 8 o'clock on the dot. Howard is here, hello. Jim is also in Ohio. Hey neighbor. Yeah, it's been pretty gross out here. Not snowing at the moment though, but it did on the day that they were doing the tree lighting, which was really nice and festive. NYC says, have been in a bad mood these past few hours. Hopefully the Q&A will cheer me up. I am so sorry to hear that, but I have to tell you, it seems like everyone has been in a bit of a funk lately, so it's not just you, but I'm glad that you're here to hang out. So let's just have a nice little chat tonight. Would love to know what you guys are all up to. Let me know how your Thanksgiving was. Did you eat anything especially delicious? If you had any pie, let me know what your favorite pie is. I actually did not have a Thanksgiving dinner, so let me live through all of you. CJ says, have not stuck my nose out the door all day, so you don't know what the weather is like. Honestly, I've been stuck inside all day too. Chris, my Thanksgiving was very boring, but thank you for asking. I actually just stayed home. I saw some family a couple of days after, but pretty quiet Thanksgiving over here. G-Money says, let's cut some cords. Someone had to say it, and I'm glad it was you. Oh, Howard says, got a new PC set up today. Nice. Did you buy that on Black Friday or Cyber Monday? That's my big question for all of you tonight. Did you buy anything on Black Friday or Cyber Monday? If so, please let me know what it was. Oh, Jordan said, had a bunch of Spanish food on my birthday, full but totally worth it. That sounds so good, and happy belated birthday. Betty in Chicago, had a quiet Thanksgiving. Yep, same here, just kind of worked out that way. CJ had to work on Thanksgiving. I'm sorry to hear that, man. NYC says, it was nice being a Hulu Live TV subscriber since I watched both New York and Philly parades. Awesome. Hulu had a special live stream from Philly. That's very cool. I watched the Macy's Day Parade, loved it. Lots of good stuff. Some interesting performances. There was a song from a musical and it was all about divorce. That one made me laugh a lot. Big fan. Anyone watch the Macy's Day Parade? Did you notice any good balloons? There were some really good ones. There was it Sonic? Love it. Brett says, my dad just got a 50-inch Sony Bravia. Oh, nice. That's a good buy. Richard says, Roku wireless speakers are sold out at Best Buy, Walmart, and Roku. Yeah, that must have been a big seller. I don't know if they're discontinuing it, and that's why it's been sold out and hasn't come back in stock. I will definitely look into that because I know some of you were asking about it. I checked a couple of times over the weekend to see if there were any good deals, and same here, could not find them in stock anywhere. Keith says that the YouTube notifications have been working lately. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Texas Rangers fan says, took the 99-cent Hulu deal. Yes, love that. I know a lot of you got that deal. Super happy about that one. It was $1.99 for a couple of years, so it was really nice to see them take it back down to 99 cents. Very cool. NYC says, I did the Macy's parade on CBS and NBC. Remember one of the flag carriers accidentally hit a CBS camera person? Oh my gosh. Awful. Deborah, no, the divorce song was from a new musical. Now I can't remember the name of it. Shoot, that's gonna bother me. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there's a musical called Divorce. I don't know if that was the actual one, but that's really funny. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look for it later and I'll let you know. I'll find you. Keith says, no good deals on either day. I saw some good deals. I was sharing them. I know a lot of you saw the post. And then I was over on Twitter with a whole thread full of ideas. Man, that was a tongue twister. But there were some good things. Depends on what you were looking for. But I guess if you weren't shopping for anything in particular, there was no reason to spend that day. Oh, Jayan says we had cheesecake instead of pumpkin pie. That sounds so good. Great choice. Bill says, installed an antenna so that they can watch CBS. Yeah, yep. Highly recommend using an antenna anytime that you live in an area where you can get some of those channels. Completely worth it. Nick says, got the Discovery Plus 3-month deal on Black Friday. There were so many good streaming deals this year. Lots of good ones. Hope you guys picked up a few. Sling was having a pretty good one. Philo had a good deal. Lots of good ones, but I think the Hulu deal is obviously the big favorite. Bill says, like your Christmas tree. Thank you. I did end up getting the star. I know last week the tree was looking a little bare, so we've topped it off this week. Bree says, still debating buying the $79 Roku streaming soundbar. Isn't any good. I did get the 99-cent a month Hulu as well. I will say I have the Roku stream bar, so it's the smaller one. I had the Roku soundbar before that and then got the smaller stream bar. I like the stream bar more than the big soundbar, and I don't think they're making the soundbar anymore. Not 100%, but I don't think so. But yes, the little stream bar I think is excellent. I have it paired with my speakers. I'm a big fan, so I would recommend it. I will say I don't really use it as a streaming device. I use the built-in Roku OS on my TV, and I like the whole setup. So I can't really speak to it as a streaming device. G Money says, going to get an antenna for my niece for Christmas. Love that gift idea. Good stuff. Am I going to watch Zoe's Extraordinary Christmas on Roku? I think I will. That's another show that I think is right up my alley, but I've never watched it. So I think that I might try to get through all of those episodes and then watch the Christmas special. Let's see. Ricky got Plex Pass for $90 for 1 year. I think that was an annual, or not an annual, I think that was a lifetime subscription, so you might be set forever. Richard says, if you are active duty, military, veteran, or first responder, you can get 1 year of Fox Nation for free if anyone is interested in that deal. Oh, okay, so you wanted the stream bar for streaming and better volume control. I haven't noticed a big difference with volume control, but I think they say that you can set it up so that the loud parts aren't quite as loud, which is probably something I should look into. So I think that that's an option with it. But like I said, I don't use it as my streaming device super often, but as a soundbar, I like it a lot. You hope I get a job on Disney or Warner Brothers. I'm not really in the market for a new job, but I will keep that in mind. Why don't I play some video games? I do, actually. I have a Switch, and I like it a lot. I was just with my family over the weekend, and we played a few rounds of Mario Kart, and I lost so bad. My uncle and my cousin are both so much better than me, but we had a great time. Marcus says, switched from Comcast internet to Fios internet. They gave me Disney Plus and AMC Plus free for a year. Yeah, I use Verizon for my cell phone, and it's been fantastic. I get so many good streaming deals through Verizon, so if anyone's in the market for a new cell phone plan or internet plan, highly recommend. Howard says DirecTV Stream now has channel numbers on Apple TV. What is your favorite Christmas movie that you watch every year? I have a few. So Elf is one of my all-time favorites. Love that movie, watch it every year at least once. I watch National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, a great one. I don't know, I kind of just watch whatever's on. I flip through my streaming channels or my streaming services and see what they are recommending. I liked the one on Hulu called Happiest Season. I thought that was a good one. I like Love Actually is a favorite. I would love to know what you guys watch. What are your favorite Christmas movies? Nothing scary. I saw what you all did last week. I saw you recommending horror movies and calling them Christmas movies. No more of that. Just kidding. Howard says Reindeer Games with Ben Affleck. Joel says Home Alone 2 is my favorite. Home Alone is a classic. Let's see. Jordan says M. Night Shyamalan's The Visit is a good post-Thanksgiving, pre-Christmas flick. Ooh, delightfully creepy with lots of twists and turns. Okay, I can handle creepy. I'll give it a go. Let me write it down. Is it streaming everywhere is the question. Let me know where I can stream it. A Very Brady Christmas, another absolute classic. What a good one. Die Hard, agreed, definitely a Christmas movie. Oh, A Christmas Story. Yep, that's a good one for this Clevelander. It's a Wonderful Life. Good one. I did not see 8-Bit Christmas on HBO Max. Did any of you watch it yet? It's definitely on my list. Bad Santa. Great movie. Yeah, Angel wants to know, all right, everyone weigh in. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I feel like we had this discussion last week, but we're bringing it back. Yes or no? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Hallmark Channel, yes, does have the best cheesy Christmas movies, 100%. Kyle's here. Hello, thanks for being here. Jim says, I went to the Christmas Story house over Thanksgiving weekend. I love it. I went a few years ago. Some family was in town and we all went. It was so much fun. Loved it. Muppets Christmas movie. Yeah, the Muppets Christmas Carol. So good. Yep, everyone's voting yes. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I thought we would have more of a difference of opinion here, so love to see it. Sydney says yes, absolutely. It's a Christmas movie. Love it. Chris says yes, it is a Christmas movie, and Die Hard 2 is as well. Okay, The Visit is on the FX app. I wonder if I can find it on Hulu since they have FX stuff. I'll definitely go check. Charlie Brown Christmas, so good. Lots of good suggestions. Yeah, if anyone's looking for good Christmas movies, here it is. Also, the Roku channel announced today that they are doing a holiday hub, so if you are looking for free Christmassy content, you can definitely go check on the Roku channel. Uh-oh, Jeff says, no, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Uh-oh. There's our difference of opinion. Oh, good one, Bill. Dolly Parton Christmas movies on PBS Passport. I love Dolly Parton. We'll definitely check that out. Kyle wants to know why the AMC Plus app is so bad. Interface looks like an app from the 90s. I don't know, but I've been hearing that so much lately. I've also been hearing that people have been having a hard time getting it to work on their devices. I've heard that from both Roku users and Fire TV users. So I'm not sure, to be honest. I know it's kind of a smaller streaming service, and it seems like they haven't really invested in their app, even though they came out like guns blazing when they first launched it. But my recommendation is always to get AMC Plus as an add-on to your streaming service if it's offered. If you have a service that you like a lot and they have that one, do that instead, because I agree that the app is not the best. I have, what's the word I'm looking for? Amazon Prime Video channels. They have AMC Plus there, and I would definitely recommend doing that instead. Am I getting Cleveland Guardians gear for Christmas? That might be a Christmas gift to myself, honestly. I do have a shirt with the Guardians on it, but it was pre-baseball name change. Richard says, just got a TCL Roku Series 4 smart TV that will replace my Roku Express going into next year. My brother found it for me on sale. Yeah, TCL had some really good deals on Cyber Monday. Some of their TVs were like 50% off. I have a TCL Roku TV that I've been using for, I think, like 4 years now, and it's fantastic. I absolutely love it, have had very few issues with it. It is still going strong, so big fan. Could someone weigh in on the Hulu price increase? I sure can. So Hulu announced that they are raising the price of their Hulu with a live TV package, and it's going up to $70 a month next month. So you said you want to know my opinion. Here's my opinion. I understand why they're doing it. I don't know if you guys have seen the video that Philip and I did where we kind of go over some streaming hot topics. And one of the things we talked about was upcoming price increases with these live TV streaming services. So, in my opinion, I think that all of them are probably going up soon. It's kind of that time of the year. They all tend to do it around the same time. So, I can see that happening. I can see all of them doing a price increase pretty soon. Seems like Hulu was just the first one to make the move. But one nice thing is that with this increase, they are going to be offering Disney Plus and ESPN Plus along with that live TV package. So they're just kind of forcing you into the Disney bundle. So it stinks that they're doing a price increase, right? No one ever wants to see the price go up, but it is nice that they are offering something of value while they're making that change. So I will be sticking with my Hulu with Live subscription, at least for a couple of months, to see if it's still worth it for me, and I will gladly take that Disney Plus and ESPN Plus add-on. All right. If anyone has any other questions about that, let me know. If I don't know something, I can try to find out for you. Did I get the 10.5 update on my Roku TV? Yes, I did. Actually, right after we talked about it during a Q&A, as soon as we were done, I turned on my TV and it was updating. I have not noticed anything broken yet. I know a lot of you were having issues with that update, and you can reverse it. You can go in and take it back to the old version until they fix that, but I have not noticed any issues on my TV. JM says, read about the price increases with Comcast. Yeah, that was actually our biggest story of the week this week. So, for those of you who don't know, oh, I actually have it pulled up right now. Let me grab the link for you. And we will stick it in the chat there. So, Comcast is increasing cable costs and some of their fees beginning on January 1st. Their internet plans are going up by $3, and then some of their cable packages are going up. They're also increasing the price of their broadcast TV fee, so just paying to use their TV service is going up in price, which seems crazy that that's an additional fee, but whatever. They're also raising the price of their regional sports fee. Also, if you rent your equipment from them, your cable box, you have to pay more starting on January 1st. It's crazy. So for anyone who is complaining about live TV services going up by a few bucks every year, every 2 years, wow, look at the increases in cable prices, because this is happening constantly, and holy smokes, they're getting so expensive. So the packages are going up by like $2 or $3, some of them a little bit more. Broadcast TV fee is going up by over $3. Regional sports fee is going up by $3. Let's see, the TV box rental cost is going up by $1, and those things really add up. So Yes, the cost of streaming is going up a little bit, but the cost of cable is going up at a faster rate. So there's that. Yeah, AJ says don't rent from the cable company. Absolutely. If you do end up keeping your cable plan, please buy your own equipment if you can, because you're paying to rent this equipment. Like, why? Just don't do it. All right, Freyden's here. Hello, welcome. I saw that Jermaine got here too. Welcome. Let's see here. NYC says, I can understand the price hike. Not only did they include Hotstar, but Disney's got to pay for spending on new content. Cast and crew got to make the donuts. Yeah, agreed. If they are continually adding new content and they have more things to offer, I do understand a bit of a price hike. I don't think once a year is too bad. Once every 2 years would be preferable, but hey. But like I said, whenever you look at the cost of cable going way up, it is small in comparison, so I'll take it. Kyle says Hulu with live TV is not good. I have it with ads. The recordings I have won't let me skip ads, so I'm going back to VidGo. That's fair enough. The one downside with VidGo is that, do they have a DVR yet? Did they add one yet? I don't think so. But yeah, completely understand. And having a live TV package is very expensive. So if you don't care about watching things as they're airing, then you don't really need a live TV package. You can just stick with on demand and using an antenna for local channels if you want them. I've seen a couple of you ask about Philip. He is doing well. For those of you who are following along with his family stuff over the past couple weeks, Philip's daughter, who has Batten disease, was in the hospital. So they actually came home just in time for Thanksgiving, and she is doing well, but I think the whole family is just very, very tired. So definitely send some good thoughts to Philip and his family. But yes, they are home and doing well. You can follow him over on Twitter if you're looking for updates. He's been posting some very cute pictures of her. They make my whole day. Oh, Jordan says, wishing everyone an early, I can't pronounce this, Krampus. December 5th is Krampusnacht. Oh, yeah, they're doing something for that in Cleveland. I should have gone. I think they're doing something tonight. Howard says, tried Hulu, blah, 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 I can't talk. Tried Hulu with Live, but had trouble navigating the guide on my Apple TV. Yeah, it's just like personal preference, I guess, which interface you prefer. I always had issues with YouTube TV, and I know it's a favorite for a lot of you, so just depends on what you like and what you can get used to. NYC says, temporarily subscribe to Friendly TV since I want to check out the Hallmark Christmas specials. Kind of miss watching the Weather Channel. Yeah, this is a great time of year for it. Friendly TV, very affordable service, and they have been adding some new content lately, so love to see that. Belinda says, I have Comcast right now, but also looked into Hulu with Live. When I looked into it, they said the whole package with ESPN was going to be $78 a month. So that would be before this new pricing structure. So if you are getting Hulu with Live with ads, so on-demand content that you watch will still have ads in it. If you get the live TV package, they will now throw in Disney Plus and ESPN Plus, and it will be $70 a month plus tax if you have that where you're at. And that's going into effect next month. So if you're interested, it might be a good chance to look into it again. All right. Richard says, I still think streaming services, although there are price increases, are a lot cheaper than traditional cable. Yeah, completely agree. And we see this all the time. I mean, if you have cable and you are paying a reasonable fee and it's something that really works for you and you don't want to do streaming, great, stick with cable. Streaming is not for everybody. But if you are looking at the price breakdown, if you are paying over $100 a month just for cable, then it's worth a look. Jermaine says, I got my mom switched to a Fire Stick, but now we have to upgrade her internet. Oh no, she'll still be saving $130. That is great news. Love to hear that you're saving your mom some money. She is lucky to have you. Oops, sorry. I'm knocking things around on my desk and making noise. Jeff says, I would never use Xfinity again, even if they were the only ISP and cable company within 10,000 miles. Holy smokes. Yeah, I hear that a lot, honestly. I think Comcast is one of the companies I hear complaints about the most. Deborah says next week T-Mobile is again offering $10 off Philo for a year, so if you are interested in Philo and you did not get their Black Friday deal, definitely look into that. The Hulu increase takes effect in 3 weeks. Oh, I'm sorry. I kept saying next month. I forgot that today was already December. That was my mistake. Sorry, guys. This month. Honestly, I've been writing November on everything today. I was making due dates for things and saying November 3rd, and the system kept telling me that was in the past, and I was so confused. So sorry about that. That price increase is going into effect this month. I will definitely tell Luke that you all said hi, yes. I need to send him a Christmas card, actually. I need to make sure I remember to do that. Tanuki says, just got a HomePod Mini and it works pretty well. Nice. I know a lot of you were buying Echo Show and Echo Dot devices while they were on sale. I got myself one too, so really looking forward to that. Do I think a new Fire TV Cube is coming out next year? That's such a good question. Philip and I were just talking about this recently. I mentioned that the Fire TV Cube has not been updated in such a long time. Excuse me. In my opinion, I feel like Amazon is just much more into the streaming sticks. They like having the small portable things. They're making them much more powerful now, so they are comparable with some of these bigger devices. I just don't know if they're going to invest in making a new Fire TV Cube, but I would love to know what you guys think. Do we think that we'll see a new Fire TV Cube or just new versions of the Fire TV stick? Very curious about that one. Kyle got the Fire Stick Max on sale, plus an Echo Studio. Nice. Will there be a cord cutting weekly this Friday? Yeah, so Philip had to skip that last week because he was in the hospital with his daughter. I believe he's planning on making one. He was telling me about some plans for it today, so I would say yes, not 100%, but yes, there should be one up on Friday. Eric says today is actually November 31st. Honestly, I would have believed that if you would have said that earlier before I actually looked at my calendar and saw what the date was. Sorry about that, guys. Whew, it's been a long day. All right. Dwayne says, just beginning to set up for streaming, got a Roku to try. Awesome. Happy to hear that. Please let us know if you have any questions and let us know how it works out for you. Chris is hoping that they do make a new Fire TV Cube. Yeah, it's kind of nice whenever they have that one like bigger device that they recommend that you use in your main TV watching room. Like Roku has the Ultra, Fire TV had the Cube. I don't know what that would look like if they stopped making it or never made a new version of it, but I'm curious just because they seem really invested in this whole streaming stick situation. Eric says Amazon actually has better sales on the Fire TV sticks than the Cube. True. The Cube is a lower priority. Yeah, absolutely. And you're saying that they said that on AFTV News, who is a friend of Cord Cutters News, and he would know better than anyone. He has worked for Amazon, so he would know all about that. Highly recommend him for Fire TV News. All right, let's see. Bill says, I read that there's now a Chromecast remote for all Android TVs. I don't know if I've seen that. I know that they have some universal remotes. I don't know that I've seen anything official from Google, but there are universal remotes that you should be able to use. Steve, are you saying that I did not answer your question? I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Oh, here it is. Does anybody know if the bug on Roku is affecting my apps by buffering? I'm not entirely sure what you're asking. If you did get upgraded to the 10.5, version, you might have some trouble. I think people were having trouble with opening an app and having it close right back out again. And you can go back to the old version if that's a problem. I think they're working on fixing it, is what it sounds like, and then you'll get the update again. NYC says, I have an idea for the channel. In case you can't do a Q&A live, we could send questions in advance through Twitter or on the YouTube community and do a pre-recorded Q&A. Yeah, we can definitely do that. That might be something that might be fun for Philip and I to do at some point if there's a reason that I can't do this. It might be fun to have he and I both kind of tag team questions. If that's something that you guys are interested in, we could definitely make that happen. Oh, people were talking about, oh, this is one of my favorite things, about the covers for your streaming remotes. Oh my gosh, I love these things. I have been recommending them like crazy. Let me see if I can find the link for some of my favorite ones. I've been posting about it left and right during all of these sales. I know I put it on a gift guide somewhere. I won't be able to find it now, but if you go onto Amazon and you search for remote cover and then put in the name of your device, you'll find so many. Some of them glow in the dark, so if you are watching TV at night or watching TV in bed and you have all the lights off, you can still find your remote, which is great. They also have them for the Apple TV remotes, which I know a lot of you don't like the size and the feeling of the Apple TV remote. Same. And they have covers that make them just like a little bit bigger, and they have some texture on them so they don't feel slippery. So definitely find those. Great gift idea too. Freedom wants to know what's going on with the Cleveland Browns, and believe me, that is something that this entire city is asking right now. I have no idea. It's been a mess. The game this week was not great. Oh, Richard has 2 of the glow-in-the-dark covers for remotes. Love it. Do I think that Roku should overhaul its home menu? I don't know. I don't find it to be too bad, personally. I don't really have an issue with it. They are doing like a theme update for the holidays, so that's like a tiny update, but the menu itself is going to stay the same. I don't know. I kind of like the Roku menu, but it's also just something I'm super used to, so personally, I'm fine with it. Okay, so let's see, who was it that asked the question? Steve. Norm says that your Roku Ultra should go back from 10.5 to 10 on its own. Norm says, mine did this a few days ago, not sure why. I would imagine it's because they found some bugs, some glitches in this new version, so they're taking everybody back. That would be my best guess. I have not noticed that on mine personally, but my guess would be that they're trying to fix those and then they'll take everybody back up. Jermaine, can you approve me for the Cord Cutters Facebook group? I've been waiting. What? Sorry about that. I just approved like 100 people today. I didn't see your name in there, but yes, I will do that as soon as we're done here. I will go in and approve everyone who has been waiting. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, Richard, this is a really good point, thank you. For those who don't know as well, Hulu will give you a credit on your bill if you already had a Disney Plus account established prior to them making this upcoming change. Yeah, they said that they would. Oops, sorry, my phone's over here blinking. They said that they would, yeah, give you that credit if you are already subscribed to Disney Plus or ESPN Plus. Will Cord Cutters News bring back the coffee cups this year? I don't think so. I think that was just an old thing before we got bought by the new company, so I don't think they're coming back, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. I have a couple and I'm hanging on to them for dear life, making sure I don't break them. But yeah, I don't think that we are selling them anymore. I'm so sorry. What is on my Christmas wish list? I will tell you that I asked my 2 cousins to make me things. So specifically, I asked one of them to make me some Dolly Parton artwork for my office. Maybe I could hang it up back here if it's appropriate. And then the younger one said that they were making me something too, so I'm very excited about that. And those will be my favorite Christmas gifts, hands down. I already know it. Bill, thank you. Yes, I will check my email as soon as we're done here. NYC says, yes, that's a great idea for a pre-recorded Q&A where you and Philip can split up the answers. Yeah, we can definitely talk about doing that. We really like recording those videos together, so I think that would be fun. Have I heard of Dwelling TV? I have not. Deborah says mine went back from 10.5 to 10.0, then back to 10.5. Oh, okay, so maybe that's why I didn't notice. Maybe mine had already reverted back. Interesting. Kind of a messy rollout of that update, unfortunately. Wanda says, I bought a 55-inch Roku TV and a Fire TV Cube on sale. Nice. Hope you saved lots of money. Richard says, Philip's videos, for those who have not seen them, both his Thursday deep dives and his weekly cord-cutting news review on Fridays are so informative and so helpful. I am very happy to hear that. He puts so much time and energy into those videos, so I will let him know that they are helpful to you. He will appreciate it, I'm sure. Love this question from G Money. Are most of your family members cord cutters? Well, my aunt and uncle, who you guys have heard me talk about a lot, whenever I talk about my cousins, I'm talking about this family. I have a big family, so lots of aunts, uncles, and cousins. But the group that live super close to me that I'm with all the time, they are cord cutters, and I actually just got them a Roku Ultra not long ago to upgrade their very old Roku. So yes, they are cord cutters. They love it. They use an antenna for locals. They use Sling TV, Hulu, and HBO Max a whole lot, in Disney Plus. So they are cord cutters. My mother is not, but for good reason. She lives out in the country where I grew up, and her internet is spotty at best. So whenever she tries to, I got her an iPad, even whenever she tries to stream Netflix on that, she gets crazy buffering. So she's not a cord cutter, and every time I go there, I tell her how embarrassing it is to be in a house with cable, but it is what it is. So I think both of my brothers are cord cutters. I'm not so sure about the rest of the family, but of course, I'm always recommending streaming services to them, so they do come to me for Netflix recommendations pretty frequently. All right, let's see. Jeff says, you can always do a pre-recorded Q&A for when your voice goes out. I know if you can hear it right now, it's on its last leg, but that's okay, we'll make it through. Mark G says, I use YouTube TV. Am I a cord cutter? I would say yes. If you have cut out cable from your life and you are now using streaming instead, you are a cord cutter, my friend. Jose says, I used my Apple TV, I enjoy my Apple TV device user interface. Yeah, agreed. I'm a big fan of Apple TV as well. I like that a lot. Belinda says, I watch you every week. Whoops, let's see. But my question to you is, can you remember to put your Twitter email for those who are disabled and can't necessarily take, can I put it in the chat? Yeah, I can give you my username. It's pretty simple. So if you put that into Twitter, you will find me. Howard says, Plex is a great service. Yeah, absolutely. They've been doing a lot with their free, with their free streaming service. They've been adding a lot of channels, a lot of new content, so good stuff. She does get internet through her cable company. You're asking about my mom, I'm assuming. She does get internet through the cable company. She has internet and cable, and it's just painfully slow and not great quality. It's fine. It's okay. She makes it work. Eric says the younger generation is likely to stream. The older generation is likely to have cable. They might have grown up without the internet. I mean, yeah. I remember being brand new to the internet, so not even the older generation, but like my age and older, yeah. But I don't know, there are some older people who have really come around to streaming. I think it just depends on what you're looking for and what you're comfortable with. CJ says, in my opinion, Apple TV and Android TV interfaces are the best, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, and that's the thing. There's really something for everyone. You just have to test out different things and see what works best for you. Yeah, we are definitely keeping an eye on this YouTube TV and Roku situation. We will definitely update you when we hear anything. Chris says, it took me a while to get used to the weekly cord cutting news updates, but once I did, I liked them. Yeah, it's just a lot more sustainable than those daily videos that Luke used to do. So I personally like this format a little better. It just kind of keeps everything a little more organized. We're not throwing quite so much information at you. It's nice too whenever there's a slower news week, so we don't have to struggle to figure out what to talk about every day. So I think Philip is doing a fantastic job. Love it. Any news about another big update for the Fire Stick OS? I have not heard anything yet, but will let you know if I do. Michael says, what cable company does your mom have? I have Comcast and they are good in my area. I'm not sure, actually. I haven't lived there in, gosh, 15 years, so could not tell you what the company is anymore. Eric says, I remember in the Stone Age when the internet was not used. I remember encyclopedias. I have written many a report using encyclopedias. I'm right there with you. Bill says the older generation used antennas growing up. They just need to be more informed. There are many more stations. Yeah, we had like basic TV forever. I remember the first time we got a cable box, it was big news. So yeah, I get it. And it's just what you're comfortable with too. Not everyone's super comfortable using the internet and figuring out apps and things. Jeff says, are you saying that your mom's internet is so slow that dial-up called and said it's even faster? Here's a fun fact. Some of my family had dial-up up until a couple of years ago because it was the only option out in the country. So it is what it is. It's hard to stream Netflix when you're on dial-up internet. Richard says, Roku does not need to change a thing. It's so simple to use, one of the best streaming devices for beginners. Agreed. Roku just needs to continue to do what it's doing. It's doing a great job. Yeah, I recommend Roku all the time for people who are brand new to cord cutting. I think it's just affordable and very easy to use, like you said. So there's that. Jordan says, I stream using smoke signals. Nice. I like it. Deborah remembers when her parents got a color TV. Yeah, I had a tiny little black and white TV in my bedroom growing up. It was great. I used to watch Mama's Family on it at night when I was supposed to be asleep. G-Money says it's crazy how the simple antenna has changed regarding content. Yeah, we recommend them all the time, and sometimes people are so surprised to hear us recommending that they use an antenna, but it's free TV. Come on, why wouldn't you? Jeff says, if Roku is a beginner setup, what is advanced then? I would say I call Roku a good device for beginners because it is very affordable and it has a very simple interface. You just kind of plug it in and you're good to go. I would say something more advanced would just be, maybe not more advanced, but those more expensive streaming devices. I wouldn't recommend those for beginners just because I would want them to have a chance to get used to a device, make sure that they like streaming, and I would say that a Roku or a Fire TV stick would be the right option for that. Chris wants to know what's going on with Roku and YouTube. Are they settling their differences? To be honest, I have not heard anything in quite a while. So hopefully, yes, they are settling their differences, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Eric is recommending Tyler the Antenna Man on YouTube. Lots of great videos on antennas. Absolutely. I will absolutely defer to Tyler. He has really good reviews, lots of great recommendations. So definitely check out his YouTube channel. He's also in that cord cutting tech support Facebook group. So if you're in there, you can find him. He is great about answering questions. Howard says he remembers when Comcast used to be Jones Space Link. NYC says, I feel that antennas get stigmatized for being for older generations since streaming is more popular in the current era, but what's old is new again. Absolutely. I think that we can all kind of simplify things. And I think that's a trend that we're seeing a lot lately is people are just stepping back a little bit, really taking a look at their budget and what they need and what they don't need. So we're seeing people getting rid of live TV streaming services and going for just kind of the basics, using an antenna for locals, and then using a couple of on-demand services like HBO Max, Disney Plus to get their additional content. So yeah, I'm with you. I think that they get they have like a bad reputation just because it's like an old thing. But if it's not broke, don't fix it. Antennas have been working forever, so why not use them now? Billy wants to know if anyone bought that Roku LE from Walmart for 15 bucks. I have not. I have not heard the best things about Walmart exclusive Rokus before, but I've not used them personally. I would love to get one for Philip and have him test it out compared to the other ones, but that's not something we've been able to do just yet, but hopefully soon. Michael says we'll find out on the 9th if YouTube and Roku are buddy-buddy or arch rivals. Yes, we will. No ATSC 3.0 news at the moment, but I think we will have some soon, just about kind of where they see themselves going in the future, so we will keep you updated on that. All right. Ooh, Belty Cat says the $15 Roku is pure junk. I bought 2 of them. Good to know. Some of you are looking at my Twitter. You've got Twitter questions for me. I did comment. A friend said something about wanting to hire someone to make returns for her, and I said that I've lost a lot of money because I forget to return things. Mostly just clothes. I order things online and they don't look quite right, and then I forget to return them, and now they're in a pile in my closet, so that's all. Nothing exciting. Let's see here. Dwayne says, that's what I purchased over the weekend. Maybe I can get it figured out. What did you buy over the weekend? Was it the $15 Roku? Hopefully you can figure it out. If you can't, don't be discouraged. I would say just try a different model because it sounds like that one has some issues. Eric says, just types during the day and talks at night. Yep, you say that every week, and it's true, and that's why my voice starts going by the end of the night. I'm not used to talking for this long all at once. Yeah, people are recommending using a different Roku, but if that one works for you, great. By all means, please use it. But yeah, there are others that are still pretty affordable, so lots of options. NYC says, since we're talking about the old TV era, I remember when DirecTV was partnered with RCA to sell their satellite service with Sears at retail stores. Yeah, satellite was trendy in the 90s, absolutely. Too funny. Bree is watching Wheel of Time on Amazon. Yeah, you guys recommended that last week. I haven't had a chance to watch any TV lately, but it's on my list. Very excited. Did I lose my voice during the Browns game? There was a little bit of yelling, I'll be honest. I actually watched the first half of it over at my aunt and uncle's house. My uncle and I were both a little ragey, but yeah, there was a little bit of yelling. I also am a Chelsea soccer fan, and they had played earlier in the day, and for a minute things were not looking great, so there was a little bit of yelling then too. So yeah, that might have something to do with the raspy voice tonight, you're right. Richard says, when I had satellite TV, I still used an antenna for my locals as a backup. Yeah, that's something that we recommend too. So I just think everyone should have an antenna, honestly, cord cutters, whatever. Yeah, they're great. Like if your internet goes out for some reason, you can still watch your locals with an antenna. I just think they're great, personally. If you can get a lot of channels where you live, fantastic. Oh, NYC, thank you so much. NYC says, this live Q&A has been therapeutic today. Thank you for being you. You're awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you are feeling a little bit better. G Money has 2 episodes left of WandaVision. I'm so glad that you're finishing it up. The last 2 are so good. Jeff says, if you really wanted to be scared, you should have been here watching Alabama versus Auburn. I have some friends who are fans of both teams, so was following along a little on Twitter, and it was a lot. Frayden's watching 2nd season of Ted Lasso. Ugh, one of my favorites. Love it. Jordan wants to know what's the oldest piece of tech that you still use. For me, it's a 2011 Toshiba laptop, an original Xbox from 2004. If everybody wants to leave it in the chat, this would be a great way to wrap up this Q&A tonight. So let us know what's the oldest piece of tech that you are still using. That's a great question. I had so much back at my mom's house, but I didn't bring much of it with me when I moved out to Cleveland. I think we still have an original Game Boy out there. We had a Sega for a long time. Love it so much. So gaming stuff, I guess, that I had when I was a kid would be my answer. But, ooh, what do I have that I still use? You know what I found at her house last time I was there? My little yellow Walkman. So, with the big headphones. But what about everybody else? Howard says, ColecoVision? I don't know what that is. Brett says, original NES. Nice. Old iPod that has the hard drive. Classic. Love to hear that. Definitely still have my first iPod somewhere. I have my first cell phone somewhere too. Norm says, typing this comment on a 2011 Dell laptop. Nice. I love to know that they're still going strong. Good stuff. I got my first laptop in 2004 when I was going to college, and man, that thing lasted forever. Sega Genesis. Love to hear it, Joe. Eric says, Yega outdoor antenna from the 80s. Nice. Jermaine says, my DSL internet is the oldest tech I use. So sorry, friend. ColecoVision is from the early 80s, Norm says. That was a bit before my time. Richard says, my uncle had a C-band satellite dish 25 foot around back in the 80s. Nice. Love that. Someday people will look at pictures of those and be like, what in the world? Belty Cat says, sold an original Game Boy Advance, new in box for $200. Nice. CJ still has a Game Boy Color. Love it. We had a purple one in our family. We had the original, like the big brick gray one. Frayden says, iPod Classic from 2008 with nearly 3,000 songs. Still use it every day. Nice. Chris says, I have a working 27-inch CRT TV, oldest tech I own. A bit Talkman cassette variable speed recorder and player. Love that. Good stuff. Cassette tapes in the old Mustang. Nice. My grandparents had an 8-track player forever, and I loved that thing. I found all of the 8 tracks in my mom's old closet in the bedroom. It was great. All right, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with me and just, having a nice chat tonight. I know NYC was not in a great mood, and I'll be honest, I've kind of been feeling it too. So this really brightened up my day a little bit. So thank you all so much for being here. All right, I will see you all right back here, same place, same time next week.